Hello, welcome back. We are about to get underway here for race number 2, and of course we have that lovely reverse grid to reveal to you where all the drivers finished in the top 7 will be flipped. Apart from that, it's race results follow on from there. Starting order will be Jordan Osborne taking the front step and on the front row with Alessandro Cappa alongside him. Let's see if they can recreate that fantastic lineup. I couldn't quite get the second one, but either way, we've got Callum Wilson, Luke Mitchell on the third row with Daniel Hurlock and Fraser Hart behind them on the 4th, 7th and 8th. 9th and 10th, we've got Vlad Tokarev and Alan Axon is 10th. Carlo Messina 11th and Bruno Reinho is 12th. And behind them for 13th and 14th is Anton Temenga with Christian Diaz-Emil. And the two teammates there, one behind the other on different sides of the grid. Fabian Michelon 15th with David Zoe 16th. 17th and 18th is going to be Nick Lowe and Simon Trebek with 19th, 20th. Jaroslav Fied with Wilhelm Westerhoff. 21st, 22nd, we have Radio Uhalao and Roman Barthez. And Emmanuel Bibiloni is 23rd with Francesco Caravello alongside him for 24th. We've got an extra car here by the looks of it, 25th, 26th, so someone else made their way into the grid. Riley Koenig not on their own at the back, but Basti Schrahe, that's how I'm going to go with it, is going to be 26th and joining us for this second round then. They're all lining up on the grid. I think we've got a few cars just at the back there, the stragglers on the warm-up lap. The engines are firing up, the lights are on, and we're getting ready to go here then for round 2. Jordan Osborne's on pole position. Can he get away? Well, we're about to find out, but it looks as though Alessandro's got a magnificent getaway on the inside line there, just like we saw Daniel Hurlock do. It's almost a repeat then from race number 1, from the front 2, down towards turn number 1 now. The chicane, Alessandro Cappa trying to run Osborne a little bit out of room. They're going to be side by side into turn 1. Can Cappa hold it round the outside? It looks as though he's going to. That's Callum Wilson round though. A little bit of contact there. He's got it back underway and facing in the right direction, but that's going to cost him some positions. Luke Mitchell's by. Chris Gravett is up into 3rd as well. Callum Wilson dropping a few positions after having what seemed to be a good getaway from the blocks. Vlad Tokarev 6th. Hurlock still 7th for the time being. Axon up to 8th. Christian Diaz-Emil has claimed 5 positions there in the opening corners. What a start from him as he is up to 9th, and Michael Clough rounding out that top 10 for the moment. But at the second, Alessandro Cappa with the perfect getaway from the line, had to fight for it into turn 1, but got ahead of Jordan Osborne early on, crucially now, and he leads this race then, the start of the second 25 minutes around Monza. They also have a nice little gap forming back to Chris Gravett in 3rd. Luke Mitchell, runner-up last time, already in 4th and looking racy, and Callum Wilson there not far behind. Hurlock has found his way up into 6th past Vlad. Can he continue his way forward as well? Previous race winner now, so he can put that on his CV. Luke Mitchell there, bored about going to the absolute inside line into Parabolica. That's a big car off in the background. That looked to be Fraser Hart. Always carnage as they spin back onto the track. No. Yellow flag indeed. Hopefully no more get collected. Carlo Messina caught up in that as well. Michael Clough's in there. I think Michelon also got caught up in it. That's going to promote a few more drivers. Oh, that was a big incident. That's pretty much race over for those guys as well. It's so tricky to catch it back up. I wonder if there's any more. Drivers still fighting for it down towards turn number 1, still trying to see what space on the track they can occupy. Simon Trebek here currently in 14th as he rides right behind Nick Lowe 13th. Roman Barthez, good start there. He's climbed 6 positions on the timing tower, it says there. That's a fantastic start from him. Luke Mitchell then back on board with him in 4th, still chasing Chris Gravett in his I want to say unlimited esports. I'm going to have to double check that one. It is unlimited esports. I've got it bang on the money. Look at me go. As we've got another yellow flag. That's Hurlock there wide onto the gravel. Who else is dropping down the order? Caravello's dropped down the order. He's in the pits. Michelin's in the pits. Not Michelin, sorry. Clough, Messina, Hart, all in pit lane. I think that could be race over for those guys. Appa still leads, having a nice advantage as well. So nearly a second over Osborne, who's got a small advantage over Gravett in third, and he's being hounded by Luke Mitchell in fourth. That's a move from Yaroslav Vides. Oh, it didn't pay off for him. Big moment into Ascari. Bodywork there. Oh, and collects another as well for good measure. More carnage unfolding in Ascari. Dear, oh dear. Complete contrast of race one, where we had such clean, no contact, should we say, and it's one of those things, you go for the move, it just doesn't quite pay off how you like, and before you know it, you are facing the wall. It's just an unfortunate side effect of racing, but more drivers, I think, are going to be calling it quits and retiring from this race. We'll find out who shortly. Either way, we've still got a lot of action here up front, because it is very close here between the top 7. Looking here at Callum Wilson, had that moment in turn 1, was facing the wrong way even almost, he was sideways. Got it corrected, got going, kept as much momentum as he could, and he's still in 5th now, so it's he got away with it, shall we say. I think he lost maybe 1. Chris Gravett, I think he's going to be very much fixated on his rear view mirrors, because he's got his teammate of Osborne in front. He's going to look to try and help defend him at least. But he's got an absolute monster behind him, you could say. Luke Mitchell, current lap record here for T6 Touring Championship. We saw him finish P2 as Daniel Herlock managed to just about fend him off. And here comes the move now. They're side by side. He got a much better exit out of the second Lesmo. Can he maybe get 2? That's going to be the question. Might be a push. I think he's going to wait for it. Osborne's still second. Luke Mitchell up to 3rd now, though, as Chris Gravett has been overtaken by him. Who got a better exit out of Parabolica? Slipstream now once again down the home straight. Luke Mitchell fastest in the middle sector. Gravett fastest in the first sector on that previous lap. Osborne going super aggressive with his defensing, and now his teammates back through as well. Up through. Oh, that's huge from Herlock. Just about skipped through, avoided everyone over the chicane. Did he collect it back up? That's the question. There he is on exit. I think he did, you know. Fantastic car control as this battle still rages on. Luke Mitchell lost the position into turn 1. He's going to try and pick it up again now through turn 3. Osborne lost the position. Gravett went through. Osborne still defending. Can he defend though from Mitchell? I think he just about managed it. Squeezed him out of room. That's going to allow Callum Wilson to close up on in. Wilson getting a wheel alongside Luke Mitchell down the first Lesmo. Inside line will prevail here 9 times out of 10, and it does again on this occasion. Wilson up then, 1 position in 4th. Luke Mitchell losing out overall and is down to 5th. And now he's got Vlad right up under his bumper, challenging him for that position. Mitchell trying to get back past Wilson. It's all happening here in race number 2. You wouldn't believe we're only on lap 4. Into Ascari. Wilson going to have to slot into the very small gap between Mitchell and Tokarev. Does it though, very skillfully. Herlock rejoined the race in 8th position. So after a very spectacular spin into the turn 1 chicane, avoiding everyone as well, only lost 1 position to Alan Axon, and he's now going to try and retake it down the inside of Parabolica. Absolute planet-sized courage from him to do that, and it's paid off as well. But now the slipstream's going to come back into the favour of Axon. We'll see how that one unfolds as we're still looking at the battle here between Wilson, Mitchell, Tokarev. Could they be 3 wide into the turn 1 chicane? This is going to get very spicy and interesting. Tokarev braked first of all. You saw the nose just dip under the braking. Mitchell had the inside line, takes the racing line now and stays ahead just about in 5th. 10th position currently behind Christian. And definitely having a look now here down towards turn number 1, pulls out of the slipstream. That's a car going slowly. Who is that going slowly as they all file their way past? find out in a minute. It might be one of the lapped cars we were referring to. Temenga unable to get by though into turn number 1 as I was a bit distracted by the car going slowly, so apologies there. Temenga wasn't happy, flashed his lights at it. And now Reinho round the outside then of turn number 3. He's going to have the inside line then for the second chicane. Has he got the move done already? No, they're still door banging into the braking zone. He's going to cut the corner. Is Temenga couldn't quite get it slowed down enough. He's going to have to give that one up now though. Once again, light flashes, not a happy bunny in the cockpit. That's the Strahi. Either way, they're going side by side. Radio Uhalau going to have the inside line into Ascari, sorry. Is he going to try the up and under? This could be immense from Basti. Has he done that? There's no way. He's just pulled it off. What a move from Basti. Dark Sim Racing. That was immense stuff there. My word, you do not see that often. Jordan Osborne's going to make this tricky for Luke Mitchell. Darts to the left rather rapidly there. Down the inside, they're free wide, there's contact. Can they all stay in one piece? Just about, there's sliding. Wheels spinning, smoke going up. Vlad losing momentum, unfortunately. He's going to be very upset with Wilson from that one as Daniel Herlock round the outside to claim the position. Herlock now with the advantage of momentum. Can he get past Callum Wilson? I'm sure he will, down on the run to turn 1. This might be side-by-side action, though, into the corner. Wilson with the early advantage into the right-hander, first of all. Herlock will have the advantage into the second part of the left-hander, though. Does get his car slightly ahead. Gives him enough racing room on exit. This isn't over. They're going to be potentially 3 cars down towards the next corner. Through turn 3 they go now. Long sweeping right-hander. Wilson, Herlock, Vlad. All there battling for position. Wilson, Herlock still side by side. Herlock early advantage now with the left-hander. Gets in front of Wilson though. Goes a bit deep. Can Wilson get the up and under? I think Herlock just about planted his car where he needed it. And he does. He keeps the position, so up to 5th for Daniel Herlock. Mitchell's found the inside line. He's got a wheel alongside the back of Osborne. Osborne's definitely going to try and squeeze him. Oh, what a defensive move there. Mitchell's going to do the up and under though. How can he get the traction down? It's going to be a drag now towards turn 4 and 5. You're flat through 3. Mitchell's still there alongside. This is the chance now for Luke Mitchell, but it may come all too late. We've got 5 minutes left in this race. The gap is 4 seconds to the next car. Osborne's not going to give this up without a fight either. Who's going to be later on the brakes? Mitchell's still there. He's got a small advantage. Osborne does keep it in though. They're still side by side into the Lesmo. Advantage Osborne has the inside line, but no. Mitchell had the momentum, carries it round and picks up P3. Osborne couldn't respond. Herlock still defending. Osborne looming large in the rear view there of Mitchell. Can he get it down the inside? Oh, it's close. It's bumper to bumper stuff. Osborne will have the shorter run. He might get an advantage, but Mitchell should be able to carry some momentum. Doesn't look as though he did all that much. Osborne back through. And now Mitchell's going to have to keep an eye on the rearview mirror. He's got Daniel Herlock right behind him. They had a battle in the previous round. Herlock came out on top on that occasion. How's it going to be here for round 2? But first of all, we need to see what's happening here between Osborne and Mitchell. Osborne finally not able to hang on to the position. Mitchell through into turn number 1. Herlock now going to try and his luck around the outside of Jordan Osborne. Can he get the slipstream? Can he get the power down? Through turn 3, up to the chicane. And there they go, down the inside goes Mitchell holding the position. Osborne couldn't get it around the outside. This has allowed Herlock though to get a good exit. He's going to be down the inside into the first Lesmo. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you get the corner. And once again, prevailing that theory, Herlock through on Osborne. Osborne's going to try it into the second Lesmo. Oh my God. I'll never live that one down. And look at these 3 bumper to bumper. It's going to be door to door now. Osborne very much under pressure. Vlad going to try and get alongside, but Wilson right there, sort of boxing them in a little bit. Vlad just about getting in front though. And this is the gap to the front though. Alessandro Cappa led from turn number 1, got a brilliant start. The clock has counted to 0. That was the final lap up to the start-finish line, and Alessandro Cappa is going to win the second round here for the T6 Touring Championship. Chris Gravett will have to settle for second place, but he won't be too discouraged by that. What a way to celebrate for Cappa. Mitchell holds on to third, and Daniel Herlock 4th. Osborne a magnificent 5th in the end, with Vlad Tokarev 6th, Wilson 7th, Axon 8th, Temenga 9th, and Christian Diaz-Emil is rounding out your top 10. And Monza, well, what a venue to open off the T6 M Sport Touring Championship. Alessandro Cappa picks up his first win of the championship as well. Chris Gravett will settle for second, and Luke Mitchell rounds out that podium. Daniel Herlock, Jordan Osborne, Vlad Tokarev, Callum Wilson, Alan Axon, Anton Temenga, and Christian Diaz-Emil, your top 10. And then we get to Bruno Reynaud, David Zoas, Nick Lowe, Simon Trebek, and Roman Barthez round out your points finishers. And then we have Riley Koenig, Basti Shahi, Radio Uhalau, Fabian Michelon, and Fraser Hart 19th, 20th, round out up top 20. And 21-26, Wilhelm Westerhoff, Carlo Messina, Yaroslav Fies, Michael Clough, and then I think 2 DNFs there of Emmanuel Biboloni and Francesco Caravello.